Good morning. How are you doing today? You know, this holiday season, it's exciting. There's all kinds of things that we probably look forward to. But I also know that for many people, the holidays are a really difficult time. And we miss people. I was just saying to a friend just how many people I know who've lost loved ones in the past year. This will be the first Christmas without different people. And for me, my family is so much smaller now than it was a decade ago. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy burdened." Jesus gives an invitation. You know, sometimes we're weary because we worked really hard, and it's nothing like sitting on the sofa or going to bed and you sleep like a rock. But there is a weariness of spirit. Max Lucado, in his book On the Anvil, tells a story that goes all the way back to August of 1930. Man's name was Joseph Crater. He lived in New York City. And he waved goodbye to some friends after an evening meal at a restaurant in downtown New York, caught a taxi, and he rode off. It was August 1930. He's never been heard from again. Nobody's ever seen him. Nobody knows what happened to him. No idea. There's been 50 years after that, until 1980, they researched it. They tried to figure out what happened. The only clue, they never came to any conclusion, but the only clue they have, there was a search of his apartment. The one clue was a note attached to a check, and both were left for his wife. The check was a sizable amount, and the note simply read, "I am very weary. Love, Joe." Maybe you're not to that point. I hope you're not to that point. But we can come close to that, where we're just worn out. And the pandemic and everything that's happened in the last 3 years now has left a lot of people with a weariness. But there's one person in all of history who came and said, "I've got the solution for you." And Jesus says, "Come to me. Come to me and I will give you rest." That's what he says, all who are weary. Jesus wants to give you rest today. How do you do that? Well, first, start by going to him. Sometimes, you know, I'm a preacher, amateur theologian, study scripture. You think I would know certain things sometimes, but sometimes I just have to take the most basic situation, take it to Jesus and just say, "I need your help." And he's the one who can give you ideas about how you can deal with weariness. And sometimes it's a matter of changing schedule. It's a matter of changing perspective, how we look at different situations. So I hope that this Christmas season, if you're experiencing some weariness and you're not looking forward to certain things and you wish you had some things to look forward to, whatever it might be, I just encourage you to go to the person who started Christmas in the first place by coming to earth. And he came to earth because he loved us. He didn't want to be in heaven alone. He wanted to include us as his little brothers and little sisters. Bring your weariness to Jesus. And once again, the words that he said to us, the only one in all of history who can solve our weariness. "Come to me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest." God bless you. Have a blessed Christmas season.